again.
There's definitely a chance, especially after the hype from that first best of 3 today against Complexion. You take that same type of momentum into this matchup and face off against Titan. It changes things up quite a bit. As we'll see if they can continue that groove. You're going to have on the Terra side is going to be Titan, NBK, Scream, Shoxy, Existence, and SmithZz. They'll be setting up. Looks like they're going to start to try to work over here. Let's go and switch over here to Anger, who's watching close quarters here. He sees a cross now. He was going to toss out a smoke. Now he does. Finally pops it in that doorway, slowing things down. He does have Anger that make that adreN, who's close by. They do take down Existence. Pushing in. Let's pop back on the X-ray there for you. And so now you can see that they're going to start to be able to push over there towards that area. You have adreN who's going to hold down here inside the side. The bomb's going to try to get planted there by MBK. Bomb is now down inside of the A side. And it's going to be down to this 2-on-3. Skadoodle and adreN, both of which have USPs. And Skadoodle says, I don't care what's going on right now. I'm going to push on through. He will get taken down. And adreN runs out of ammo. And Titan pick up the first pistol round.
Yeah, on that round, they actually went for a 3-man stack towards B for IBUYPOWER. 2 guys playing default at A. Nobody really watching middle, which actually gave a chance for shoxy to actually move up and watch towards the jail side and catch 2 people in the rotation as they're coming from B to A. So that actually gave the advantage for Titan to just move comfortably inside the A site without really looking for any flankers or expecting any flankers, and really focus on that turnpike in the upper site and get this round here for the French team of Titan Esports. Now let's move on to the second round. We're in the eyes of AZK. He's looking back towards the vent. Of course, it is a safe round for IBUYPOWER, going for a buy of pistols, at least, with P250s and 5.7s. We got full armor for 4 players except for AZK. Shoxy trying to creep up right now inside the A halls to see if anybody's pushing in aggressively from the horseshoe, but nothing there. Back to his distance. He looks and sees that nobody's around towards the middle area, because you can see from that mini-map on the top left of your screen, we have a 5-man stack right now from IBUYPOWER. Inside the A-halls around horseshoes. So Shoxy's going to have his money, his run for his money if he's going to try to come up this staircase.
He took the other path there and went through the door. He actually closed it.
But look at this. They're actually walking back towards the A site. They're actually going to run into the site from Catwalk.
Yeah, SmithZz who's going to be on the flank too.
Yeah, they're going to expect this stack though, so let's see this trade. It's going to be a bloodbath coming into this. Can they hold it with their pistols? DaZeD gets dinked already, down to 11 HP. AZK though opens up onto Scream. We're looking back at Horseshoe. AZK with another one onto Existence. But here comes a retaliation from Team Titan, but the bomb is down inside the site. 28 seconds left on the clock. In the eyes of Skadoodle. Headshot onto NBK for his second one here, leaving Shoxy the last man standing on a 3 versus 1 situation. He's stuck inside the pit right now. Looking back on the top of the upper ramp and also towards Horseshoe.
15.
They're all still stacked there. He sees the first opponent. It's DaZeD. DaZeD falls back with 11 HP. He picks up the bomb, being shot out, peeks out, and DaZeD gets the frag, and they get the Eco Cobra hiss against Titan Esports, and the score is now 1-1.
Yeah, so they got, also, not only did they pick up the round, they picked up an AK. They have now 2 Galils that they can work with. You're going to see them buy FAMASas here, and actually, AZK decided to go ahead and pick up this M4. And so now we're going to see they're going to go ahead and try to do what they can here in this round. They're going to start to make an impact right out of the gates. It worked out for IBUYPOWER by getting that pistol round and stacking towards that site. They had that 3-man stack over there towards the A side. And let's go ahead and take a look at the setup now. You can see that you're going to have Anger going to watch that cross. And MBK just clearing out the jail side. Skadoodle watching that cross over there, and he's going to go ahead and fall back and regroup with Anger. And also adreN is over there towards that side. They've got a double stack over here on this staircase. And right now, let's go back over here. You can see Skadoodle. Skadoodle going to be watching here inside of mid, kind of helping out towards that jail side. DaZeD is right there as well. Going to be watching the cross here. MBK has been spotted now. Going to start to be able to push up there. He's going to get challenged now. He's falling back, still being chased. Able to take down one back over here with DaZeD. They're going to be battling back and forth here. And looks like they're going to chase after DaZeD now.
Yep.
And that's still in this 2-on-1 battle here. It looks like he's going to have a teammate. That's going to be AZK. He's going to help out and pick up those last 2 kills. 2-1 now is going to be the score here in favor of IBUYPOWER.
Now that's communication right there. DaZeD hiding around the corner, baiting his opponents, letting AZK rotate around from B as well to support him. Having rifles against pistols, they basically just went back to a default strat of a 2-1-2 split on the CT side for IBUYPOWER. 2 inside A, Skadoodle watching middle. Skadoodle also playing a bit more passively as soon as he saw a few guys. He heard a few footsteps towards middle as well. They went for a 5-man push at mid. and he just backed off and played the angles because they were hunting him down. And the DaZeD basically did the same thing as well, and it was just a well-executed round on the CT side here for IBUYPOWER, at least when it comes in terms of communication. Skadoodle already has an AWP in this 4th round. They did get a bomb plant on the 1st round for Titan Esports. No, actually, they didn't get a bomb plant, if I'm not mistaken, for Titan Esports yet. So that's why they're saving here for after they got ecoed. So a double save coming in for Titan Esports. The one with the deagle was NBK, dropped early in this round by DaZeD here from jail side, who rotates back towards the CT spawn. SmithZz is still crawling around here with Scream towards this middle area, trying to battle against Skadoodle, who decides to fall back inside A. Meanwhile, we're going to get some action right now inside the A halls. Anger spotted one through the smoke, and that was shox. He forced to fall back, but he still manages to come out unscathed, still at 100 HP. He's going to be met up with Existence very soon, who's trying to creep up towards Catwalk. Meanwhile, we're going to see the action here with Skadoodle. SmithZz is about to move in, 35 HP only. He's waiting around the corner. He misses the off shot, forced to fall back now. He's going to see Existence as well on Catwalk. He's going to nade back, and he's going to be cornered by 2 people. Now he's forcing just the defense on the Turnpike side. Also, Scream is going to come in at the same time. Molly's going to hold things back. He looks back towards the pit, so he knows where the 3 members were. Make that only 1 member remaining as they all get dropped one by one. Anger on the rotation on the outside, should I say on the B side as well. A side, sorry, to get that kill. And let's see what they have to say now.
Yeah, okay. And then the horseshoe is like Turnpike into A.
Hey, Kev.
This rolling.
Go. Fuck, I want to buy you an.
Alright, this is like
buy you an auto
Get them
snipe.
nades
Drop
in
me your
smoke
gun.
nades in smoke please.
I got the smoke.
Yeah, being on the CT side, you know that they're going to sit there and just kind of think about, okay, hey, let's just make our things happen here. Just play your setups. And right now you're going to have an op there. AZK is actually going to have an auto sniper watching over here towards the upper side of B. Skadoodle's actually pushed all the way up here. He's got a good position here. The only player he needs to worry about is SmithZz, and if we watched yesterday, SmithZz was insane. Wrapping around, oh, and jumping over the top. Now they both know where each other are at, and he actually spots another player there. That's going to be Existence, and he's just kind of toying with him. And oh, he misses that shot there. Nade's coming over the top. He's going to have to fall back now. So let's go ahead and look here. You can see that shoxy is really going to continue with this battle here with Anger. It's going to go back and forth between the two. Looks like they're going to decide to head over here towards this A-bomb site still. Let's go back over here to Skadoodle. He's going to get smoked off now. Going to rotate back around towards J-Hall. And really, the bomb has made its way over there towards mid. They have completely let that open. So let's switch back over here to DaZeD. So now DaZeD and AZK. AZK's actually pushed all the way up here. He's in a good spot. He's going to start tapping away there. Spotted MBK. He's going to go ahead and rotate now. That kind of gave the call out saying, hey, DaZeD, I need your help. He phoned a friend, and DaZeD is here. And DaZeD will be able to finish him out there. And now, so let's go ahead and see. They're going to start to push in here towards this area, over towards jail side. SmithZz able to take down one. There goes Existence into Skadoodle. And Scream going to get head dinked by DaZeD. And now it's going to be left up to Anger.
Bomb has been planted.
Anger's got a kit and an AK. 4-on-1. He's going to look for some exits here, as he's just going to clear out the area. And they did a great job. I mean, as we look at it, there was an opening there.
Yeah. Anger's going to save this right now. While we leave that mini-map on, at the beginning, what happened at the round, they actually stack again 4 players on the A side for IBUYPOWER. They really relied on Skadoodle. Here, let's see Anger trying to save his gun. He does get the shot onto the roamer shoxy, and he's going to be able to save it now. So they actually counted on Skadoodle, who pushed up on that catwalk. When he saw those 2 members at the T-choke, he just really wanted to try. They were counting on him landing a shot. If he actually died, they probably would have said the call, okay, let's rush towards A, and then they would run into a 3-man stack. But when nothing happened, it was kind of like a stale match. These guys started walking back towards the B side, which kind of left the last 2 members by themselves, and also gave a chance for shoxy to just hide around that choke at the middle at the CT spawn to catch any rotators there. So they really have to try to communicate more and really hold this middle, because shoxy is just going to roam around the whole area and pick him off. This round, though, it's going to be a 5-on-5 situation, still a full gun round for IBUYPOWER. We can see from that mini-map that we're split across here for Tiny Esports. But there you go. I was talking about that focus inside the middle area, and they tried to do it. Skadoodle pushed inside the vents, but missed that shot, and he's also very low. So this is a bad start here for IBUYPOWER, but Anger just around the corner right now, waiting to see shoxy's just around there at that doorway. The flash from the push out, so he's going to try to fall back inside the pit. got flashed by his own teammate. There's a little bit of miscommunication or a misthrow by Skadoodle inside the A site to try to throw in. But it looks like these guys are slowly committing towards the A bomb side. Speaking about
Smart
Titan
move
Esports
here. I just realized that Skadoodle dropped his AWP to adreN, and adreN gave him up his M4.
So Anger gets the opening kill towards the inside A halls. Falls back towards the horseshoe as we are committing towards the catwalk for the remaining members of Titan Esports with one guy inside the A hall. So at least Anger is still watching. Now in the eyes of Skadoodle by the mortar. The sandbags on the top A ramp. Anger getting a shot inside, so they do get that flanker. Anger looking back towards horseshoe. His teammates get shot. Shoxy by Shoxy, and SmithZz close range gets the off shot onto Anger. Now a 3-on-3 bomb is planted, make that a 3-on-2. In the eyes of adreN on the rotation on Turnpike. Headshotted by SmithZz, who's still on point with his AWP throughout the whole event. And DaZeD at this point is going to try to save this AWP for at least Skadoodle at middle the round after, or for adreN, or even for AZK, because AZK also is comfortable using an auto sniper on the B side long range, as we've seen it a few rounds ago.
All right, let's go ahead and figure out, what kind of comms they've got going on here for Titan, and really determine what they might be able to do throughout this rest of the game. Of course, picking up 2 rounds in a row, make that now 3. So we'll see. Make that that is 3 rounds, so 3-2 right now.
Je peux aller le décal, sinon là par le couloir 1, le mec qui joue dans le U, enfin tu sais, qui joue.
Non, bah là il est en mouvement quoi.
Par contre, il rush tout le temps les comptes, parce que il rush middle tout le temps.
So they're talking about working towards that A bomb site. They were talking about Anger also playing towards that horseshoe. But this time they're also saying, yeah, he played it aggressively this time. So they know that he's shifting his position a bit towards that A bomb site hold. And now SmithZz gets the opening headshot onto Skadoodle, who's trying to pick towards that mid. And now again, it's going to be a full buy for IBUYPOWER. This should be low in the money situation right now. Yes, indeed. So they desperately need this round. If not, they will have to go on a save. And Titan right now creeping back towards the A side, Corey.
Yeah, so right now DaZeD is making the call, saying, okay, there was one player that was over there towards the jail side. They're actually going to be heading over there. We saw him fall back. You actually have Anger right here. He has his teammate adreN to be right there to help him out, but needs to rotate quickly if he really wants to help him, because he's in a really tough situation right now.
So by that call, they're going to really force Anger to look back towards the main catwalk before, and then have the roamer come in across. That's going to be Shoxy, but Anger still wins that fight. Bomb is now planted inside the A bomb side, 4-on-4 situation. Up in the hands of adreN, who's looking back towards the horseshoe. Nothing there. Back inside the site, it is clear. And he's trying to scout around. He's the one that has the eyes. Scream does get the headshot onto DaZeD as he misses the shot on that trade. Still trying to look back. At least connects to NBK. Connects then onto Scream as AZK takes down SmithZz. 3-on-1 situation. They take down Existence as well as Anger moves in for the defuse. Plenty of time as he has a kit. And now it is 4-3 with IBUYPOWER taking the lead.
It was a good round there by adreN, able to hold that angle. Basically, what they were able to do, you had Anger, who was over there by the horseshoe, and just holding that angle the whole time. And then from there, at the very end, you had adreN, though, watching his 6, so that way he can sit there and go directly into it. So as we right there on board now with adreN, see if he might be able to get this pick inside of mid. Skadoodle's right there with them. They actually had a double AWP pick, so maybe if SmithZz could get that pick on one of the AWPers, the secondary could pick off SmithZz through that exchange and at least get a trade. That's a very expensive trade, but a trade nonetheless. And looking like, again, this is what we talked about before. They just giving up that mid area, and it really puts DaZeD into a tough spot there.
Yeah, Skadoodle spotted it first, and then after he's opted from spawn right now to see if Shox is going to try to move up again. But really, it's like you said, it's very passive. Look at that. They have mid control. They could push towards jail as well, and nobody's really watching that area. DaZeD is just watching it from such a tight corner. He's going to spot feet. He's going to look for some backup as well, but he's not going to be able to get any frags.
Oh, no, he caught the rail.
Yep.
He's going to go ahead and fall back. He's going to have AZK right there with him. And so we'll go ahead and switch over now. You're going to see now that the AWP is going to rotate. Now they've smoked off this area right here. Going to go ahead and tap away. Switching back over to AZK. He's going to get taken down. As right now we're on board here with Skadoodle over the top. He's getting shot at, but then finally going to get taken down. Now it's going to be left up to adreN. adreN now spotted one. He's going to go ahead and fall back. He's going to try to save, but actually shox is going to be right there inside of mid. Nice shot by adreN. Going to try to pick up another one. He's going to get taken down by NBK. they're taking such a gamble on this map layout. The way that they're playing it, they've got 2 players that are going to be playing over here inside of A. Usually you're going to have Anger kind of watching this angle over here, and then you also have this over here going on. So let's listen here for a moment.
Ils sont faibles, ils sont faibles. Clairement, ils sont faibles, hein. Y a pas, même si c'est obvious ce qu'on fait, ils sont super faibles.
Ils étaient trop en B là quand même.
En gros,
Eddie, Richard, flash pour nous.
So I couldn't hear really what they said at first, but all I heard was NBK saying they're weak. So this is probably meaning how weak they are towards that middle to give that chance for that control for Titan Esports. This time it's a save round for IBUYPOWER. Stacking 3 guys towards the mid, 2 guys pushing towards B. NBK stops in both at B. We're in the eyes of Anger here on this 3 versus 1. Makes soon a 4 versus 1. He does get picked off by SmithZz. And now adreN gonna try to solo peek as well, but he gets headshotted through the wall, and that was an easy round there for Titan.
I just want to take a moment here for just a second. You can see that the way that you have IBUYPOWER playing this one, they have Anger kind of watching over here in this region. They usually have adreN that's going to be watching here through this cross point, and then you'll have Skadoodle, who's actually been playing extremely passive. They get that early start, and they try to watch the cross. But the issue is he really traditionally just kind of falls back into different positions and really giving up this whole area here. And DaZeD is playing further back as well. So they're just giving up this whole section right here whenever you get into the next 30 seconds. But this time they decided, hey, you know what? We have a flaw in our strat there, in our setup, and let's go ahead and start to push up there. You have Skadoodle's pushed all the way up there towards the vent, and adreN's made his way over here. They're going to go and actually smoke up the door at the right time. Right whenever they decide to open the door, they smoke it off.
Indeed, like you said, and we actually do not have any offers anymore as well for IBUYPOWER, but because they are low on money, you can see them all with small armor as well. So the cost of 600 instead of 1,000. Skadoodle actually pushed up towards the vent as well, a few flashes, but here comes the push from Titan Esports. Skadoodle playing the angle, spots him first, takes down Existence, breaks the vent, tries to run through. If he re-peeks, he's going to die here from SmithZz op. Smart move here to fall back towards B side. As he re-peeks, though, Scream chases him down with the AK-47, evening to tally up on a 4 versus 4. Now Dave's falling back towards jail side. Again, mid control comes in favor of Titan Esports, and looks like they are going to split towards this A bomb site. We have 1 inside the A halls. We have 1 getting ready to move up on Catwalk. We have the 2 guys closing in on Turnpike. So they're going to try to sell the fake from the outside first and flank from behind. But a nice smoke being thrown by IBUYPOWER before to prevent these guys from running through. Anger gets the kill, runs back towards Bucket side, and here comes Titan trying to move in. adreN at Horseshoe. Now he's getting pushed in by NBK, gets the headshot with the M4, also being hunted down here by SmithZz, gets headshotted with the P250 as Scream clears out the A side by taking down Anger. Now DaZeD on a rotation at Turnpike, not waiting for his teammate. It's a one-on-one peek again. A big mistake there for IBUYPOWER, counting on their aim and their individual skill instead of communication like they should have done before. But now AZK could be the type of player to clutch this. He gets the first frag, moves back up on Horseshoe, flashes, and he turns around Scream. Scream still thought that he was inside the site. AZK is going to run back, and he does have a kit for the defuse, so he clutches that 2 versus 1 no matter what. So good job there for him to save IBUYPOWER, but they really have to work as a team for this retake. So we're going to tie things up now on a 5-5 score.
That was nice shooting by IBUYPOWER, but again, that setup is just, it has its flaws. The amount of time, not only the fact that they're playing so far, I mean, you've got these 2 players that are playing so deep in these positions, the time that it takes for them to rotate all the way around and get over here, of course I'm making it look a lot longer than it really is, to rotate all the way back around. I mean, it just...
It's a snake. We're playing snake.
It's a lifetime, and of course the apple's right here. So, you know, they try to work their way all the way towards the other side. It just takes too long to rotate and help out your team. In the end, it's just waves. It's okay, guys, use hold as long as you can. Good try, is good effort, and now it's our turn to try to take over the site. And you're not working as a team, but really, hey, you rely on adreN. He's been able to take out at least 3. Anger's going to say, all right, hey, I'll take that off. I appreciate that. Hey, take that and run away with it. And so now it's going to be left up to Existence.
Still inside the hallway as well, so a nice crossfire setup there. So you remember we were talking about the week, they're also talking about the way that Anger was playing towards that Horseshoe, and it was a nice counter coming in on that strat call by adreN saying, you know what, I'm going to help you on that crossfire against Titan, as they're going to probably try to suppress or push aggressively towards that area as well. And Anger really didn't peek out when adreN was shooting him. He was basically baiting his teammate because nobody would check the left corner after, thinking that for the past 11 rounds, Anger was playing that spot by himself. Now, that crossfire did come in play in the end, and they got quick 4 kills at the beginning of the round. The roamer couldn't do anything, stuck in a 5 versus 1 situation, and IBUYPOWER retakes the lead.
All right, now we're going to see something a little bit different here from Titan. It looks like they're going to go ahead and decide to go for an all-out rush over here towards this this B side. Skadoodle starting things off. He's up on the upper side, able to take down one. He's going to get challenged here by MBK, and that's also Scream here in just a moment. See what DaZeD can do right now. DaZeD's helping out his player there, tossing out some flashbangs, slowing things down. The bomb carriers are going to be coming in from the lower side. And they are completely smoked off. We haven't, I mean, we're seeing a late rotate happen here by IBUYPOWER. They haven't seen the bomb until just now.
Yep.
Here comes the rotate. Misses that quick scope, and now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. Anger is still over there inside of that bomb site, even though they saw him bomb on radar. And so finally, he's going to regroup. Again, the rotations are just taking so long. But hey, adreN's just playing a game of his life here all day long. He's been playing extremely well. And so he picks up that kill. Now the bomb is actually down inside of pit. 35 seconds left here in the round. And it's going to be left up to Scream. Scream rotating back around. Spotted adreN. Still going to check all of his different spots. He's going to get completely blinded. They know where he's at now. That's going to allow adreN to reestablish his position. Find a new ground here. And Scream's going to continue to try to peek out against him. And adreN will finish things off. 7-5 now is the score here in favor of IBUYPOWER. Again, there's just really the reason why IBUYPOWER is winning right now, and it's just due to the fact that you know, they're just shooting extremely well.
You mentioned it here, Corey, that somebody like Anger still hasn't rotated across towards the B bomb site when the bomb was down at B, and that's one thing that I was talking about with their manager slash coach, Derek Impulsive, who's a veteran legend 1.6 player. He was saying, well, you know what? These guys are actually not really communicating too well. He always has to stand behind and scream, guys, the bomb is there, rotate, Anger, do something, come back, push forward, work with your team, play the bomb, because they're basically so focused into their own position and to watch their own angles that they're not really focusing on what's going on overall throughout the whole map. So he's got to be really the one behind them, kind of like holding their hand, babysitting them and telling, okay, go here, go there. Meanwhile, we do have shoxy that tried to creep in by himself there inside the A bomb site, and they boosted up on that awning, as you could see, as they had the easy crossfire set up for the kill. But we have another kill towards middle, courtesy of DaZeD onto NBK. You can see from the mini-map right now as they're still trying to commit towards this middle area, but this stack seems to work quite well and catch Titan Esports off guard, but they are also on a save right now with no armors being purchased. So now in the eyes of SmithZz, pushing all the way towards CT spawn, they're going to try to wrap around high and low inside the A bomb site, and then also from their front end on catwalk with Scream setting up right now, but they're going to face off on a 3 versus 3. Anger at Horseshoe, Skadoodle on that awning like we mentioned before. Anger spots SmithZz, headshots him with the AK, looks back towards Turnpike, and the one that's supporting them is adreN with the AWP at Horseshoe as well. Skadoodle sees that shot and sees his teammate up and down. Meanwhile, Existence at least did get the kill onto Anger, but a good save round there for IBUYPOWER, only losing one player.
I mean, I'm knocking on the overall teamwork of all 5 players from IBUYPOWER, but the site players, if you're talking about adreN and Anger, they're playing so well with each other. They're exchanging, they're communicating, and actually, for those of you that don't know how they're sitting, Anger actually sits right next to adreN, and then you have Sam or DaZeD sitting right next to AZK. That's why they're kind of working together really well over there towards the B side, and then Skadoodle down at the very end. And maybe he's actually he's talking a little bit louder than he usually does whenever he's making some call-outs here.
So let's see what Anger is going to try to do now as they're setting up here with Skadoodle this time, actually, not with adreN. adreN's going to be offing towards middle. It's a smarter play right now to have the rifle support. Op shot miss. Oh, by adreN. He should have hit that, and then he pays the price because he gives away his position, and SmithZz picks him off after as we push it aggressively for Titan. This time we're going to split all around the area, though. We're going to have 2 roamers to watch and catch the rotators, while we're going to have 3 men trying to commit inside the B bomb site, and it's all up to AZK to try to hold this by the generator at the bottom of the steps at the choke of B. He's gonna fight 1 versus 1 versus MBK. Yep, he's gonna fall back now. Now just close range, it's gonna be DaZeD headshotted by Scream. Now on a rotation, there you go. That's what I mentioned before. They catch him. They also have a flanker there. Now it's a 4 versus 1, and look at that. Skadoodle is still inside A. So now he's going to probably look for some exit kills at this point. I don't think he's going to try to go for it yet. There you go. He's already holding at CT spawn. The bomb has been planted. The good news is that nobody is roaming around here to catch Skadoodle off guard. So he just got to play his angle from the exit kills to try to win this round.
Yeah, so IBUYPOWER gambled a little bit during that round. They had 4 players that are over there towards the A side. They were going to allow AZK to kind of hold that B bomb site, but even AZK was pushed up. He was pushed up all the way over there on that first entry towards B, and so what that did was that allowed to have mid completely open. Actually, I come to think of it, there's only 3 players that were over there towards A, and actually adreN was the one that got picked inside of mid, so that's where that opening happened.
Yeah, and sorry, I didn't mean win the round, I meant save his gun here for Skadoodle. So let's listen in to the winning team.
I thought we were second 3. I'm just gonna rotate into the drop.
Drop me a gun.
Drop me an auto set, and I'll trade you. I'm on.
There you go. Oh, I can.
Right now, IBUYPOWER leading 8-6 in this first half. It is going to be the last gun round of this map, or of this first half on the first map, sorry, and it's best out of 3. Potentially a best out of 6 here if IBUYPOWER comes back from the lower brackets and wins the first set. We're going to move down to another full set best out of 3 as Titan have battled it out on the upper bracket finals, defeating Complexity as well yesterday night.
So what they did there, AZK and DaZeD pushed up there. That allowed them to kind of gain some pretty good ground there over there towards the B side, and allowing DaZeD to get set up. Right now, DaZeD is relying on the fact that Skadoodle should have been picking mid and kind of covering that vent area, but he wasn't. And so right now he can actually get caught in on the right side of those vents. He'll be pushing around. He'll keep on board here with DaZeD as he falls back. And Skadoodle falling back here towards the T-spawn. Here's that opening again.
Yep.
As DaZeD is trying to get some high ground to get that foot, so you can see the feet of the Titan. And SmithZz tries to get that peek again. And so now they saw the cross. And Skadoodle gonna be right there, getting that first quick shot there with the AWP, taking down SmithZz. That's a nice little execution there.
It was a quick shot versus quick shot there.
That's gonna be shoxy. And there goes one. And so that might draw some attention here. Back over here on the other side. They are just mixing things up, puck style right now. As they're going back and forth. The bomb will actually get planted over here. That will keep adreN over there for a little bit longer. And switch back over here to AZK. Down to a 2-on-3. Quickly now should be rotating. Is it going to be adreN in this final round? There's going to be a scream right around the corner. He had the chance. He's going to be able to take him down. He actually ended up accidentally headshotted his teammate. shox going to be right there inside the site. Molly.
Nice
Play.
Yeah.
Wow, great job there by adreN at the end. He realized that he had it in his inventory, mollied out, and that forced him where he couldn't play there. And so right now you've got IBUYPOWER being 9-6 here over Titan on map number 1.
You know, the funny thing is that he's smiling right now. You can see adreN smiling after they won the round. Thankfully, they won the round, because it would have been a totally different expression right now for IBUYPOWER. As you can see now, that's Sam, and then AZK and Skadoodle at the end of the table. Back here with adreN, and then the first one sitting on the left side is Todd here, Anger Williams. So great first half, nonetheless, for IBUYPOWER. Waving to his mom is Anger, but a great first half. We've seen this before. We witnessed this yesterday. Like I said, they won against Titan Org 16-13 yesterday on Cash. The next map is going to be on Dust 2, where they got dominated yesterday 16-2. And then the third map went on to Nuke as a tiebreaker map, and they lost that one 16-5. So this, again, is what they need to continue to ride the wave. They won a close set versus Complexity in the lower bracket finals in 3 maps. Also, it all came down to the wire, down to the last rounds as well in all 3 matches. So hopefully they'll be able to maintain
we did last time,
and then give them a better challenge in the second map. So let's see what they're going to call here for the pistol round.
Passive up here. Come on, Jail.
Gave us B control. Yeah, they mollied it. They pre-mollied it.
Yeah, they bought mollies, that's right.
If we armor up, that molly doesn't do shit. Like, you can just jump through, dude.
I don't think we should jump through it, but...
Okay.
Let's walk explode.
Someone go mid and lurk?
I'll go mid.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'll go mid. Just fuck them up.
No, don't learn. It's fine.
So they're hoping right now that Titan's going to execute the exact same strategy as they did on Pistol Round yesterday. So they're going to try to commit for an aggressive push and towards the B bomb site with some decoys being lobbed towards middle here, Corey.
Yeah, they're going to be on a quick rotate already. They already assume what's going on right now. They've got 3 players that have already got position here inside the B side. Make that 4 now. See how quick they rotated towards the other side. And right now, AZK, as we get some in-game audio, as right now the bomb is going to get planted here. It's going to be down to this 4-on-2. As right now, Existence, it's now down to this 2-on-3. And so now we've got it down to a 2-on-2. Existence has spotted one there inside. He tried to draw out Anger for a second there. He's down to 33 HP. Existence taking down one. Now it's going to be down to this 1-on-1. Look at this. Shoxy down to 1 HP. Bomb ticking away, and AZK picks up that final pistol round there. We've seen IBUYPOWER win so many pistol rounds throughout this tournament.
Oh yeah, now what they have to do is actually not get eco, because as many times as we've seen IBUYPOWER win pistol rounds, the same thing goes as we've seen them get eco the round right after. So Titan knows this. That's why they're going for PT50 armor right now. And looking at that minimap, they're really not stacking though. They have a 3-man stack towards A, 2-man stack towards B, leave a middle open, which is standard right now, I find, on saves. But they're playing just semi-aggressively here on A, but Anger still gets the opening kill, so the A side, or should I say B side, has been cleared by Anger and by DaZeD. Skadoodle roaming across. The bomb is still down towards middle right now, though.
It's okay.
As finally they pick it up.
Dropped it.
Yeah, they picked it up at T-spawn. They're going to wrap back and go towards B to planet. So the last 2 remaining members of Titan Esports stuck inside the A bomb site, but IBUYPOWER still don't know exactly where. We do know, as from that minimap you can see Existence now spotted at the end of Catwalk, headshotted by AZK. Shoxy going to try to save as much money as he can because he did invest a lot here with the P250 full armor and a kit. So that's around $1,600. And it's smarter for him because 16 HP, nothing really he could do. If he is able to save that pistol and eat a few bullets and get his armor damage, he's going to have to rebuy armor, which is going to cost a lot as well. So let's try to invest that on his 5 versus 1. That bomb's going to go off towards B, but it was close. I mean, if they actually caught Skadoodle off guard towards that middle area, it would have been a lot longer for them to go back towards spawn, pick up the bomb, and try to get the plant. So luckily, their shots were on there to prevent Existence from getting anything done by pushing down that catwalk.
Yeah, so Shoxy going to save $1,700 worth of inventory there going into this one. And so now we'll see what they decide to do here. As, of course, they, that low on the economy, it's just going to make more sense just to go ahead and ensure that you save here. 3rd round on CT side, so... And that last round was a flawless round there for IBUYPOWER, so no one collected an extra 300. Going to start things off here over there towards the B side. And SmithZz is able to pick up one. AZK spraying away, trying to take down Scream, and we're already down to a 3-on-3. And quickly, Skadoodle is going to try to regroup with his teammates. And as we watch, Scream go up on top. Existence is down inside of the pit. He spotted Anger now. And so Skadoodle still just kind of, I think he's just watching the flank. That's exactly what he's doing here. And Shoxy will just kind of hold this area. I don't believe they've spotted the bomb as of yet. Pushing up on top now. So Scream's going to come back. Their left Existence there in that site by himself. Going to smoke him out of the pit. Oh, that nade almost took out Existence there. Going to smoke out. Force Scream out a little bit further there. And both Existence and Scream both fall. And now it's going to be left up to Shoxy here. Down to this 1-on-3. Same exact inventory, everything that he had from the previous round. He can decide again. He can save if he'd like to. Again, it's still $1,700. That hasn't changed since the previous round. It hasn't depreciated value. So if he wants to, he can look for an exit, save this weapon here. There's really... no reason. He may even try to see if he can find a weapon through this situation. The issue is DaZeD and adreN. I both believe they died on the entry of B. So where they're falling back to. Hey, able to pick off at least one. And guess he decided to try to go for a ninja defuse at the end.
definitely didn't have enough time no matter what, though, even if he tried to go down and get it. At this point, he did try to push it down because he has a lot of money to work with. I thought that he was just going to try to save it again to try to drop an AWP for SmithZz, but at this point, SmithZz was able to opt himself. But they were all playing with small armor as well against IBUYPOWER right now. With a 12-6 score, in favor of IBUYPOWER. Let's see what SmithZz could do here with this AWP. And he's actually going to push aggressively with his teammates towards the outside B. They're expecting IBUYPOWER to push aggressively there towards that generator side. And indeed they are. They actually have 3 members there.
They've been doing this almost every round, too.
Yeah, and here's a molly. Oh, a trade is attempted right now by Titan. Scream has been fallen by DaZeD. We're still trying to get those off shots in from SmithZz with 2 shots. So DaZeD easily moved in, got another headshot, but at least NBK's at the top there. Drops one, up down by adreN, who he has been on point as well as a sniper role for IBUYPOWER, making it now a 4-on-2 situation. And shoxy, you can see him. He's like, you know what? I'm going to leave you. Good luck, Existence. I'm going to try to save my gun right now, so it should be an easy round coming in, unless Existence is able to turn things around, because IBUYPOWER is still executing this round so slowly. But shoxy is still walking towards the hallway, not really helping his teammate here as Existence finally falls, and now it's safer for him. But since it took so much time for IBUYPOWER to actually commit towards the B bomb site, maybe Existence should have said something so that shoxy could come and support him. He had plenty of time to rotate back, and if they actually did have a few kills with these guys trying to move inside and execute a few trades, or even having suppressing fire, they actually turned around a round, it could have come in favor of Titan Esports. But it's going to be a 13-6 score here. Bomb is planted. They actually spot shoxy inside the spawn, so they're actually going to try to hunt him down. So DaZeD gets killed, but you can see from that minimap, they are pushing down towards that B hall. One guy inside A as well, knowing that shoxy is going to come back towards that area, and that is going to be AZK. Pulls out the AK. shoxy hears him, so he's going to throw a smoke. Nade being lobbed inside. Is that going to hit him? Puts him low as shoxy so far still able to save his M4 and will be able to do so. And nonetheless, at the end of the day, 13-6 in favor of IBUYPOWER.
And so far, I mean, just looking at the setup, one of the things that I liked about that round there for IBUYPOWER is they had 3 players. SmithZz, of course, missed that first shot. And then DaZeD, immediately he hops around, he stays close to the wall, and then aggresses. He's just that aggressive approach there to take down. Let's go and hop on board here with the Existence as he gets that pick there inside of mid, taking down adreN. adreN and his off, I believe, does get picked up there by Skadoodle. And so now they're going to be heading over here. Looks like let's go and switch back over here to Existence. You can see that he's there grouped up with shoxy over there towards the A-bomb site. Rotating is going to be SmithZz. He's going to be over there as well. And on a quicker rotate is going to be NBK. They're going to leave Scream here by himself. The only issue with this is really mid is completely open there in terms of they can wrap through gel side right now. That's the only spot that's open here. And so NBK is actually going to fall back. Let's go and switch back around here. Skadoodle takes down shoxy. 45 seconds left to go here. Flashbangs over the top. He's in Existence trying to help out here. Let's go ahead and switch. Let's see what we've got there with SmithZz. SmithZz tossing out a nade. They're going to be collapsing down, rotating it from that through the vent side is going to be Scream. They're going to still continue to challenge. Bomb's going to get planted there by AZK inside of the site. They've been going back and forth, but not enough players falling until just now as Scream falls. Look out, though. Remember, you've got these SmithZz actually going to be coming over towards the other side, and Existence going to be there. And now it's going to be down to this 1-on-3. And Existence will fall to AZK 14-6. This is a completely different IBUYPOWER team.
Oh yeah, definitely. What we called it before, 16-13 was the final score yesterday when they won against Titan this time. Even though they lost a player early in the round from the M4 of Existence, I think, that was trying to push towards that mid, they were still able to execute a flawless A-take with 3 smokes there towards that turnpike. And Skadoodle, I thought that was a little bit more silent. He had a harder time opping on CT side due to the aggression of Titans pushing towards that middle. But now as he's the one that has to make the first move going in, he's hitting those shots. Meanwhile, we're pushing inside the B bomb site. Scream and NBK getting a few trades here with Anger and adreN. So we're going to have a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb is down, drop intentionally outside B, so it's going to get picked up by adreN and Skadoodle, who are walking to pick it up, while Anger is still lurking here towards the B bomb site. SmithZz and SmithZz are inside the B. SmithZz was actually pushed through the smoke to try to look down towards generator side, but he will not see anybody there. Now as we regroup, we're going to have one guy peek towards lower, two guys towards the top, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2 towards the B bomb site, while shox is still trying to clear out the A side / middle as he's trying to flank around now.
He's taking the long path. He needs to rush through vent if they need it to get there quick enough. Smoking off Existence, going to now Flash is coming over the top and see if SmithZz can hold this ground while Existence is trying to figure out another position here.
Yeah, and he gets fully flashed as he rotates down towards lower. SmithZz caught out the outside at B. Out in the open, should I say, at B. Existence, though, retaliates with a 2K. 28 seconds left on the clock. The bomb has yet to be planted. A smoke being lobbed here by Skadoodle. Jumps up and misses the quick scope. And Existence able to hold a 3K on the B bomb site against IBUYPOWER.
It's fine, it's fine.
You guys realize that there's 0 people mid, they're gonna be stacking, like 100%.
Default.
Scott, drop me an AK.
I'm dropping you.
Default inside A-Tech. Break their money right here. Break their money right here.
We should double nade and fall. Double nade and fall, someone?
So double nade and fall, their default seems to be that 2-1-2. So really just having Skadoodle trying to look back for any push onto the catwalk. Two guys lurking down towards B. The double nade happened towards this B side to fake it. Well, you got two guys roaming inside the A holes, which are AZK and DaZeD. shoxy's just around the corner to wait for him here, Corey.
Nice little pop flash over the top, allowing them to get that crosshair, forcing shoxy to pull away from his position. He flashes over the top to kind of slow things down a little bit more. His teammate, actually, that gets smoked up there, so that's going to allow them to kind of rotate over there towards that side. Let's go back over here. You're going to see that Anger is going to check to make sure that no one's going to be rotating back around now. Looking back inside of mid, you've got SmithZz, who's got this M4, working to see if he might be able to get a pick here.
Anger moving back towards from the vent. Gonna regroup and collapse with his team here towards the middle area. So this split default at first, I guess if they're gonna keep calling default for IBUYPOWER, is to fake towards B, collapse, and work towards this catwalk and have Anger lurk. Now Anger looking back towards that middle, trying to battle through this smoke against SmithZz, who puts him down to 25 HP. We already have their rotation though. I think Titan read them like a book because they already have a 4-man stack at the beginning or towards the middle of the round, and they're getting dropped one by one inside the site, courtesy of SmithZz and shoxy. Anger, the roamer, last one remaining, gets the first one. The trade comes in. ZenBK kills him with a FAMAS headshot, and now it is 14-8 as they wanted to break the money of Titan, but now Titan Esports wins 2 rounds in a row, trying to maintain that economy and bring this to a closer game on the first map.
So far, did you see it? I mean, IBUYPOWER right now has that 14-8 lead. 2 rounds away from taking this one and going into the second map of this first best of 3, this first possible best of 3. So now we'll see here. They're going to be on a P250 save, going through the vents to regroup with the bomb carrier. Let's go ahead and hop on board here with Existence, who's going to have to fall back, getting smoked out. They're going to go ahead and rotate back around here. Looks like they're going to be going over here towards gel side. There goes one for SmithZz. SmithZz going to have a field day here as he's going to go ahead and fall back. He has his teammate right there. That's going to be Scream. Scream holding it down. Back around, and we're still on board with Scream. He's going to fall there to adreN. Now it's going to be left up. Down to this 1-on-3. adreN has an off in hand. Oh, nice shot there into shoxy. And so now it's down to a 2-on-1. Great little kind of bounce back and forth there between these two. So far, it's been a pretty good eco round. P250 save here for IBUYPOWER.
adreN picking up his weapon of choice after Scream and SmithZz died. He could have picked up an M4 there, but he decides to go for his AWP, because he is landing his shots. You saw that close range, but they are still split up right now. One guy inside A, one guy inside B for Titan respectively. adreN still trying to creep up this time towards jail, so he is going to commit towards his B bomb site. Great save round so far for IBUYPOWER, all thanks to adreN.
All players are worried about every single angle. They don't have any faith on where their players are going to be. They don't know exactly where they're at. Not a lot of time to work with here. He's got 10 seconds. Now he's going to have to move about. He's trying to check his spots here. He can go ahead and toss this flash over the top, and he's going to get taken down there. Yep. It was a gamble, and it's actually interesting the spots that he elected to choose.
Yeah. I think if he was already committing towards that B bomb site, he should have checked his time. Instead of forcing himself to run into the site to try to get a bomb plant down, instead of creeping straight into the site to try to look for anybody peeking around, it would have been better for him to get that bomb plant after. Now you're forcing yourself to run through. NBK hears you. You have no choice but to stick the plant to try to get some money for your team. So there's nothing you can do. Even letting go and going for a quick scope and you get the kill onto NBK, you have no time to go for a plant because you're still in a 1 versus 1 situation. Push right now from IBUYPOWER towards the B bomb site. Anger gets the first headshot onto NBK just to retaliate things from the last round before. 2 men already inside the B bomb site right now for Titan, though. Inside the pit of B, make that a 3rd man. Already rotated through the
See
jail.
how quick they rotated?
That is quick as hell, and nobody really roaming right now for IBUYPOWER to catch them on a rotation like shoxy did before for Titan Esports. 14-9 is our score, and IBUYPOWER decides to slow things down, trying to sell a fake to their fake as they're going to recommit back towards this B bomb site. It seems like Skadoodle maybe trying to catch somebody off guard here. SmithZz is just waiting there with that AWP. He decides to move back out. If SmithZz actually moves here, and Skadoodle gets the kill, for sure they're going to commit towards this B bomb site. One of them rotated back already for Titan inside the A bomb site, and that's shoxy. But here comes the flashes again. Another smoke. They're not going to call the rotation for shoxy until they see the bomb. 35 seconds left on the clock, but shoxy's already at middle.
Clearing out ground right now.
That being said, he's going through the vents. Anger getting a nice open shot onto SmithZz, though. DaZeD onto existence. Dropping inside the pit. A trade comes down as Anger capitalizes onto Scream. So shoxy, LMS, 4 versus 1. Bomb is going to get planted inside B, and we're splitting back out here and spreading out to hold this site on IBUYPOWER. shoxy setting up just outside of B ramp, looking for some exit kills to try to save his M4. So that means that IBUYPOWER will be a game point situation, while Titan Esports will have to win every single round here to attempt to win the first map. If not, it will go into overtime.
60 HP.
Yeah. He's not going for it. Good job.
Oh shit, outside B?
Yeah.
I just raped him that round, dude. Let's keep
Good
going.
job. Someone AK me. Someone AK me.
I dropped you.
Take B control.
shoxy there on Inferno, whenever he was in Graveyard, he made so much happen there. He sat up there, he waited for so long, he didn't take the shot right out of the gates, and then all of a sudden he just went to work. He almost came back and won that round. But again, that's that same idea. You don't have to take the shot just because it's there. Take the time, figure out what you need to do, and right now they're going to collapse and try to push in here and see if they can hold down this area, as they're going to get taken down one by one. This is game point right now. It is already down to 4-on-3, left up to SmithZz, Existence, and shoxy here for map number 1.
shoxy inside the pit of B. Nades are being lobbed as well. Bomb is finally gets picked up by DaZeD here from the spawn as he's moving in a group with his team, but shoxy solo at 22 HP. At least he has fire support from SmithZz inside the site.
I think Existence actually may have spotted one of the players over here inside of the A bomb site.
Yeah, that's why you see him smoking, and he's stuck there inside A. So this is great right now for IBUYPOWER selling that fake, and they're forcing a 4 versus 2 inside B. And here we go. SmithZz now at double boxes, fully blinded. We're really not pushing in right now. We're waiting for the blanc on the IBUYPOWER side. And we're creeping from jail, so they're actually counting for AZK to try to get the kill. SmithZz still holds it down, gets a 2K. shoxy still inside the pit, drops the bomb carrier. Just like that, it is a 1 versus 1, and Anger clutches it with 1 HP. And they win the first map here, 16-9. Whew.
What a crazy matchup, just watching them. Again, it just goes back. And earlier, whenever they were on the CT side, IBUYPOWER on the CT side, they were just missing. I mean, they were just the way that they were set up just did not make any sense to me on how late they rotated and everything. They just relied just purely on their raw talent, their skill. I mean, they were hitting some amazing shots. Their accuracy was pinpoint, and how fast they were able to make these reflex shots.